Hi guys, we're live. Awesome, awesome. It is 2 p.m. on a Wednesday and it's Cuppa with Michelle once again. And we are live. I am burned from my holiday. And I would like to just first and foremost say apologies if you had been waiting for our live on Monday and Tuesday. I was on a break. I took a break for from Valentine's Day up to my birthday yesterday. So I think I'm excused, right? But anyway, okay. I've got a bit of a mess there at the back, and you will see Juke jump in a while. Oh no, not when I'm doing a live again. Hey, I'm on a live again. Apologies, guys. That happens so often. It's I think my husband forgets my live is at 2 p.m. But anyway, that's okay. All good, all good. And that happens, right? I mean, when you are working, you get calls from family, and we always take family calls. I mean, I never not take a call unless it's a group chat, and I've already told everyone not no calls. I can't go on a call. This one's a direct call, so my apologies again. Anyway, grab your cup of coffee and cup of tea, glass of water, your wine, and let's have a chat. I just thought it was a funny thing going on a holiday and like literally not bringing any work stuff, which is very not me. I am very type A. And even when I go on a break on a holiday, I actually bring my computer because just in case a call comes, I need to check something. I want my computer there. And oh my goodness, I actually didn't bring it. And it wasn't even a conscious decision not to bring work. It's almost like I don't know, the universe said it or my psyche thought it, or I don't know what it is, but I did not bring work. Has that happened to you? Let me know. Anyway, grab your cup and join me. Yum, yum, yum. I just realized this is my first cup of coffee today. I haven't had coffee. Okay. Anyway, guys, we are live on 3 platforms, but as always, I think my main account is gonna be jumping in a little bit late. And again, I don't understand why that happens. Let me just double check that. Yes, I think that's what's happening again. Let me see. Yeah, no, don't know how to fix that. And I need to mute my phone because I have a lot of comments here. Just double checking, guys. Again, as I said, not quite sure why when we go live um on through StreamYard, through because StreamYard is my streaming platform. So any of you familiar with StreamYard, let me know why we are no longer able to stream directly to our private profile. I used to be able to do that, and just not clear why that's happening right now. And I have a lot of birthday greetings that I haven't gone through. So I'm even having a hard time checking my live. Oh, here we go. Maybe, no. Uh, hmm. It doesn't allow me to edit the privacy. So I'm not sure what is going on. Anyway, guys, again, as I said, I will be fixing that. And if any of you have jumped onto my page, Michelle T Jones official, and my YouTube channel, Michelle T. Jones. From the personal profile, I apologize. Don't know why that happens. But anyway, I will be sharing this there because it really is something that I thought was quite interesting. I mean, Adam and I were driving, and then we were actually close to arriving Nandi, Denarau. So I am living in Suva. From Embassy of Sweden. Are you? What are you doing? What are you doing in the Embassy of Sweden, Connie? Oh, are you planning for a holiday? Oh, I'm excited for you. I haven't even been to Sweden. Maybe we should go on our holiday together. Uh, anyway, so have you ever been in that situation where you actually unconsciously decided not to bring work with you? I mean, I am very type A. I always have my work with me, but I don't really always work. I do make sure that I take my breaks during my holiday, but I also want to be able to control things so that if there is a really important thing that I need to take care of, I'm not just relying on my phone, because it's really hard to work on just your phone, right? I'm not a millennium. I am not a Gen Z. I need my computer when I work. I'm very old school. I used to actually travel with my diary as well, with my notes, and I've now incorporated all that onto the cloud so that I can access it from anywhere. So technically, from my phone, I can still work, but I really don't like just having that small device. Really don't like it. I really want to be able to check everything, read through everything, and process everything properly in my head. And so I that was a very funny comment, Connie. I lost track of what I was saying looking at your comment there. But I saw oh my gosh, I lost my trail of thought. But yeah, oh, yeah. So just in case there was something important, I can actually get back and, go through everything properly and make a good decision. So I don't always bring work to work. I bring my work computer and stuff so that I can access things if I need to verify something, if something comes up, right? So, anyway, so I do try to control things. I'm a control freak. But there was nothing to control because, well, I forgot about it. I don't know why. I just left my work stuff. And I was telling Adam, I said, maybe it's like, my psyche saying, I need the break. It's my psyche saying, hold on, you've been going on. And there's a lot going on right now with us, and it's time to just have a breath of fresh air, a break, and enjoy the ocean, because we went to the Sheraton here, the Sheraton Resort in Denarau, and oh, it was just a beautiful, beautiful, relaxing break. We were so relaxed that don't not sure you see it, but I am burned to the crisp. There you go. Can you see that? Burned. we I am very conscious. I always protect myself. I always put a lot of sunblock, but the water was beautiful. The ocean was beautiful, and it there was no reason to get out of the water. Adam and I were just there. We were chatting in the water. We were having a good time. We were having our own time, and then coming together and then chatting again. So we did not leave the water. And by the time we left, I was burned from here up. So whatever was exposed in the water or was close enough to the top of the water was burned. And it was just too funny because I actually didn't think that was the case. In fact, we when we had driven out, I actually said to Adam, look, we didn't bring our sunblock. I could have, we could turn around and I could get the tub of, sorry, not sunblock. Well, didn't bring the aloe vera. I said, we always have to have the aloe vera just in case. And he goes, no, we'll just buy it there. I did not think that we burned, because I think sometimes when you get out of the water, you don't actually see your color straight away. I saw it when I was in the room looking at the mirror, and saw just how beetroot red I was. And it was funny because from the beach we went through the convenience store in the hotel, and we thought, oh, we'll just have all this. I got this gift from Pure Fiji of all the different sprays and cooling sprays, cooling oils that they had. And I thought, those things are enough. I don't really need aloe vera. I didn't really burn. And when I faced the mirror in the hotel, I was shocked because I was so red. But anyway, so that was how relaxed we were. And that was also how I realized, you know what? The decision not to bring my computer, though it wasn't really a mindful decision that I made, was what my body needed at the time. It was what my mind as well needed. My mind had to just shut down, forget about work, and just enjoy. I do remember I did send a text message to my joint venture partner for a real estate project that we did. And I was saying, oh, can you check this? But I did all that as soon as I realized that I left my computer, and I sent them the message and I said, oh, could you do this? Because I won't be able to check. And that was it. After that, we were kind of signed off and just enjoying ourselves. And I think that's something that's really important when you're running a business. When there's a lot of stuff that's happening, allow yourself the time to have a break. And I know that this is something that we all say, yeah, yeah, of course we do that. But truth be told, taking a break for me is actually quite difficult because I always want to be on top of things. I want things running smoothly, and I get stressed when they're not running smoothly. I get stressed when it feels like, oh, you know what, I'm slacking in this holiday. I need to actually put in some work time. And it's funny because that's exactly what you're not supposed to be doing when you're meant to be resetting yourself, and you're meant to be how do you say, like rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your engines, right? You need a break. Everyone needs a break. Everyone needs to take time off from the work that they're doing, because that time off actually allows you to think about other things as well. And I found that that was what Adam and I had a chance to do, because I wasn't looking at my computer. We were talking about places that we are considering moving to when we do go back to Australia. Where will we live? Why those places? What are we looking at? What type of homes? And so on. What lifestyle do we want to live? So it was a lot of that conversation, which we do have those conversations, but it's nice when there's no like time limit for it, because you got nothing else to do. You just have the two of you in that place. And yes, we did talk to a few people that we met in the resort, but we had a lot of time spent, just the two of us, which was beautiful. So if you are like me, very type A, and wanting to always be on top of things, there are moments when you need to allow yourself time off. You need to allow yourself time to just reset, time to just, see what's around you. There were no roses, but I could smell the ocean. Stop and smell the roses. I smelled the ocean. I swam in the ocean. I had so much fun. And there was no rush to do anything. It was funny because we were having breakfast, and I said to Adam, it is so weird that I feel like we need to get out of here, but in reality we don't need to get out, because we can just sit down, enjoy breakfast, or even if the breakfast is over, we can just sit down and chat because there's no rush. We're not going anywhere. And those moments are actually quite important, because in those moments are when good conversation comes up, bonding happens, even better ideas also come up. So we need to really acknowledge it when we give ourselves that break, and not beat ourselves up and say, oh, I should be working right now if I had my computer with me. And look at why that's happened. What is it that the universe is telling you? And I love asking that question because I do that a lot when something comes up, something happens that I did not plan. I always say, what is the universe trying to tell me? What is happening right now? Right? What about you guys? That is so red. Yes, it's red. It is. It's not as painful as when we first got it. We've put a lot of aloe vera, and you know, arriving yesterday, a lot of the organic one as well that I have here, which is even better than the one that we ended up buying from the store there. So it is healing. In fact, I think you will only see my tan that way. Well, I did put some powder, so I don't look as tan, but my face has gone from beetroot red that color already because as well of all the luckily skincare product that I brought with me for that holiday. Again, it's one of those things that I don't usually bring. I have friends that keep sharing, products, facial products, moisturizers, and stuff like that, and telling me, oh, this is great, this is our anti-aging. I really am not the type to put a lot of stuff on my face. I just find it too taxing to one thing, and I put that on my face. So if it's like my aloe vera day, it's aloe vera. That's it. I'm not putting anything else. That she gave me all these things, and then when I came home I realized I had so many of those products that my mom's given me that I've now started actually using them, because otherwise they just get thrown, and they're really, they're really good products that my my mom spent money for. So mom, if you're watching this, we sat down and you told me what goes first, what goes next. So it's a 3-step process. That's it. Not more than that. I can't do anything more. And it literally is just using up what I've got. And then I go back to, whatever my regimen is, which is barely anything. And then again to something when, maybe I visit again the next time in the US and my mom gives me something. So it's just who I am. But anyway, because of that, thank you, mommy. My face isn't scary. It's turned dead. It's not beetroot red anymore. It doesn't hurt. It did feel, oh my goodness, so tight. Um, on the first day. Oh, that first day was horrible. Also, we actually thought, we spoke to each other, and my husband said, oh, what do you think? We're all burned. Are we going to go back into the water? I said, yeah, of course we are. I said, we're going back because this is our break. We don't have this all the time. So for those of you that think Fiji, me living in Suva means I'm on the beach all the time, that's not the case. We don't have a swimmable beach here where we are. There are people that go to the beach when it's slightly low tide, but that's because it's safe. It's low tide. When it's high tide, no one really jumps into the seafront area here. We do that after we've driven maybe at least an hour and a half away, 2 hours away. So it really is about us organizing ourselves, getting ourselves to a beach to actually go and swim. So I said to him, look, we're here. This is an amazing place. The water is amazing. So we just have to like double up our sunblock. Make sure that when we're in the water, we're until here and the water's on top of our shoulders so that it can't burn us so badly. And I said, we rest in the shade. We don't rest out of the shade. Mind you, I don't like being under the sun. So when I do come out of the water, I do sit down in the shade. But Adam loves sunbaking, so he was even more beetroot red than me. And so I said, nah, that's not happening on day 2, and definitely not on day 3. So, so we did have fun in the end. Just had to love our bodies, lather up on the aloe vera, heal it better. But first aid help for sunburn, aloe vera. Yes, the best one. Okay, another call. But anyway, I wanted to just share that thought, because sometimes we try and fight that, we try and fight the holidays. We don't want to ever be on just holiday mode. We want to be able to find time and work. And there are times when that's okay, but there are also times when you need to actually give yourself a full break. Okay. So when it's school holidays and the break means, like, you got a whole month, then no, I'm not going to stop for a whole month. I will find my, little bits of moment at night when the kids are in bed, and just do some work and see what's going on. See if everything's running smoothly. See if my attention is needed on something. I never go on like a full school holiday break without working. Not that long. I did have a very long break when I was with my sister. There were still some work that was happening, but it isn't anywhere close to what I needed to do, because my mind was, always with her. And if you build your business right, if you build your business to run on automation, to run while you're away, it will run, it will go well. You might have moments when you need to check things out, but you actually will have more freedom during longer breaks to actually, you know, be present for the people that care for you, or the people that you care for. And so I'm really thankful for automation. If automation is something that you're not familiar with, if AI scares you, don't. There are so many platforms right now that actually make life so much simpler, and they're not complicated at all. I know that it can be overwhelming because there's so many platforms. And if you don't know what you're looking for, then it can be difficult. But if that's you, if you want to build a business that actually moves with you, a business where you're not tied down all the time, every time, a business that allows you to actually be present for your family, then, touch base, connect with me, and I will help you. I have a beautiful platform that actually is easy to set up, so that you can create your website, put your offer in, and create the email automations, even get AI to, um, how do you call it, go through your calls and answer your calls. And all that just needs someone like myself who has been doing it and who has successfully created that automation for me, to actually help you see what it is that you need and what will work for you. Remember, we're all different. Your business, or the stuff that you have in mind that you want to set up, can be very different from what I'm setting up. But we can find the system that works best for you together, as we share, what it is that you're looking for, what it is that the system can do for you, and what it is that you actually need to do for your business. There's no such thing as you just, some people think, oh, all I need to do is put the name of my business, say what I sell, and voila, that's it. I don't need to do anything. No, it's true that you can do those two steps and get a website set up for you. That is so true. But to get that website, your automation, your emails, your receptionist bot set up, you do need to do some work. But again, go with someone like myself who set it up for me, for my business, help you copy some of that, and we actually works better for your system, for your process, and running a business will become easier. All right. So don't try and do it all yourself, because if you do, you will spend months and months learning things, unlearning them, finding what actually works, finding what doesn't work, and recreating everything from scratch. So I'm here for that. And the holiday, the holiday reminded me how well I actually set up my system. Okay. So, guys, I think I'm going to end with that. I am going to return some of the calls that have come in, and I hope you guys have a great, great rest of your day. And if you haven't heard my messages before, again, happy Valentine's Day. Because we need to love ourselves, we need to love the people around us, and we need to actually find love in what we do. Love is so amazing, makes things so much simpler. Okay? Let's not complicate things. And have a great, great rest of the week. Wednesday. It's just Wednesday. Oh, I should have worn my Wednesday shirt. I didn't. But anyway, thank you guys again for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.